Money, that's what I want. I said, now money, that's what is hot. I said, money, that's what I want. Come on.
Earlier today, I made a big announcement. An announcement that I've never made any announcement like this ever before. All right? Basically, in a nutshell, I'm really tired of everyone on the internet slandering me and defaming me with the same memes and shit that they say all the time. And basically completely ignoring the fact that I have already talked about these publicly, encountered many of them. People just like to pretend like things I say on my channel don't exist. All right? And it's one thing if these were like negative memes like this is how you don't play, or even talking about things that factually happened, like, to be honest, my embarrassing jerking off or something. Moment from 2016. That's not what I'm talking about. Those moments are fine. I've moved past those moments and I'm still good, you know? The problem is people are now really starting to make up and emphasize shit about complete nonsense that is not real, mostly based on little nuggets of truth, but never really the full truth. And I'm tired of it. And the reason this really has come to a head is in the last few months, I've noticed not even just like little time haters or detractors, big time fucking YouTube channels has started to put me into fucking countdown.
A decade ago, you were on stream begging for $20 and $10 donations so you could pay your rent. It's a decade later, you're begging for $10 and $20 to pay your rent.
And shit, and they're regurgitating the same negative, toxic memes about me that are not true. They're just not. Again, maybe they're based on a nugget of truth, but they are not true. But they're actually representing them as if they're facts. Saying, oh yeah, Phil is one of the YouTubers you don't want to deal with because he scams his viewers, and he had bankruptcy with this, and he has WWE champions that. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill, and he has this and that, and they just keep saying the same shit. I mean, for us here on the channel, this is the same shit that we've heard for years and years. So for us, we're like desensitized to it, right? Like we don't care. But other people on a regular basis now just hear about this, and they think it's real. They believe it because the other channels, these YouTube channels that are talking about me, are saying it's real, but there's no corroboration. Or, excuse me, there's no fact-checking. There can't be fact-checking because it's not factual. There's no way that what they're saying can be true because it can't be, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? So all they're doing is they're regurgitating the same negative memes about me that have no factual basis, and it's bullshit. It's not fair that now I have people all over the internet who... It's one thing, again, to say, I don't like Phil because this is how you don't play. He was a bad gamer. He said stupid shit back in the day. Or because he's an embarrassing moment. There's another thing to not like me because of shit that people actually fucking made up. I don't know how to beat it. I don't know how to beat it myself. That's the problem. You know what I mean? And I don't have a lawyer to sue everyone who says this.
It's actually pure grain alcohol I keep in here. You guys don't realize. You think it's a Mountain Dew Kickstarter. Oh, no.
Oh, my God, excuse me.
So the announcement that I made earlier today is I want to be interviewed by someone out there who's going to be fair, who's going to ask me the tough questions, but allow me to answer my own way so that you know exactly from my perspective what's going on. And it's on anyone else to make their own judgment if they want to believe me or not. But at least if I basically get interviewed and respond to all this nonsense publicly somewhere else other than DSP Gaming, okay? It's going to give me the opportunity to finally be heard. The problem is when I respond to all that shit here, the only people that hear me are my own audience and my haters. My own audience already believes me and trusts me, and my haters never will, and all they do is say that it's bunk without ever actually, doing anything about it. They just regurgitate their same memes in a circle. So it's eventually worthless for me to defend myself on my own content anymore. What I need to do is I need to go outside of my stream, and I need to maybe go on someone else's show, or you know what I mean? And people are suggesting all these YouTubers, and I have absolutely no idea, who's going to be interested or what, if anything will ever end up, with this. Now it's funny because some people are saying, go on the Joe Rogan show, go on. I'm like, what are you, out of your mind? They don't care about me. I'm tiny. I'm a small potatoes nobody. I'll never be on a show like that. But other YouTubers, right? Maybe they would want to have me on their shows. People were making all kinds of suggestions earlier today, like Asmongold or Keemstar or Review Tech USA or who is that? The one that people kept saying over and over. Oh, Nick Rakita, the internet lawyer, stuff like that. So, Channel 5 News, which I don't even know what that is, but Channel 5 News people were saying. Those are the ones that everyone was saying earlier today I should go on. Now, here's the thing. I made the video. I threw it out there on the internet. I'm going to make it my featured video tonight, so it's featured on my channel, and everyone will see it for several days. I'm sure word's going to spread about this. Already word is spread on social media, and already a couple people have chimed in on this, okay? Now, I want to say this up front. I'm not doing this for money. That's 100% a lie. I don't know if anyone will even offer me money, nor do I really care. That's not the reason I'm doing it. I'm doing it to try to have an opportunity to finally speak publicly and have people hear what I have to say rather than only hear the one side of it and then act like it's true, okay, without hearing any kind of a rebuttal whatsoever, okay? So that's what I'm doing it for. If I get offered anything for it, I mean, okay, but that's not what I'm looking for, okay? I'm serious. Like, for right now, if someone came out and said, I offer you a ton of money, and someone else who I think would be a more reputable person to do the interview with offered for free, I'd go with the free.
No.
Just to make sure that it's going to be a good interview. You see what I'm saying? So, basically right now, what's happened today? I'll tell you what's happened. So first of all, I announced in the video, there's 2 ways to contact me. You need to DM me on Twitter, if you can, because some people can't, or you got to email me at darksidefil@hotmail.com. Here's what's happened. I've already had over a dozen people who want to interview me, who sadly, I hate to admit it, just don't have any views or clout. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying the whole purpose of me going public with an interview is so that someone who has a public face can now have my responses be seen. What is the point of going on someone's show who's smaller than me? You see? The whole point is to get my responses and my rebuttal to every the negative shit about me get amplified on the internet. That's not going to happen if I interview someone who has, 1,000 subscribers. So I'm not crapping on anyone who's small time. I'm saying there's no point in doing it. Like, that would be counterproductive to what I'm trying to do. But I don't want anyone to feel like I'm trying to hate on them or dump on them at all. That's not the case at all. The point was exposure for my answers, you see? So, already I can tell you, like I said, like over a dozen people who are just small-time guys. I'm like, well, sorry, it ain't gonna work. And the thing is, I'm not gonna be able to even respond to all of them. I'm getting so many now. Over the course of today, like I said, I already got a dozen before. I probably have more now. I'm probably just gonna have to ignore a lot of them, okay? Now, I did get a few offers from people who... Oh, well, let me think, because first we're talking about the people who emailed me. So let's just talk about the people who emailed me, okay? Out of the people who emailed me, I got offers from a few small-time people, all right? I got offers from, get this, like you're being shocked about this one, some of my fucking detractors. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Some of the people who actually make hate videos about me on a daily basis, the very people who created the slander, all right? The very people who did it and are the ones who are rotating this around and making me look bad on a daily basis, they want now to be the ones to interview me.
Tumblr. Cool.
Okay, I got, hold on. Does that sound like a good idea? Do I think that I would get anything positive over being interviewed by one of my own detractors, essentially stepping into the line of fire, into the lion's den, basically lining myself up for pain and misery for people who, no matter what I do, they won't believe me anyway, right? What a dumb fucking thing. Probably the kicker was a guy whose name, I'm not kidding you, his fucking name was Adolf Pigler.
Yo lo mareé.
Adolf Pigler says he wants to interview me. How about no? Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Okay. Excuse me. Gotta refocus myself. Okay? So, No, I'm not going to speak with detractors. That would be completely the opposite of what I'm trying to do. The detractors are the one who created these rumors. The detractors are the one who passed them on as fact. And the detractors are the reason why I have a living misery life half the time anyway, with the crimes and shit that they actually, sadly, get people to commit against me. No, I'm not being interviewed by a detractor. That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. And to any detractor who emailed me, you're a fucking buffoon. Officially, you're stupid.
Cute little fish.
You can clip that. They are stupid. Adolf Pigler, you are very stupid. Okay. Alright. So, that's not going to happen. Now, I did receive an email directly from Review Tech USA. He did email me. Okay? I'm not going to tell you specifics, but essentially, he did make a fair offer. However, as you guys know, sadly this year with Rich did not go so well. Our relationship did not really go so well. As you know, he is not really a trustworthy guy. He says one thing, he does another, or he literally seems like he's on your side just so he can stab you in the back later. I mean, take a look at the situation we had, okay? So I was kind of being really friendly with the guy over the course of the year. And behind the scenes, we have a conversation. He said to me at one point, why don't you monetize your O-face from 2016? He says, why don't you have shirts with your face on it? Why don't you have, you know, icons on your stream with it? Why don't you do all that and make a big bank on of it and everything? Okay? To which I responded to him, basically, the best and most fair way I think I possibly could. I said, Rich, let me explain. Let me be transparent with you. That was 6 years ago. That was my past. It was embarrassing. It was a different me. I've changed who I was since then. I was actually in a deep depression in 2016 because my life was falling apart behind the scenes personally. I don't like thinking back to that embarrassing moment because it's hurtful, not only to me, but to my family. My wife hates it when I bring that up and we talk about it because she's like, that's not you anymore. I know that's not you anymore. That's not the guy I married. You know, that's someone completely different. And you're not that person anymore. You shouldn't have to dwell on your past and be reminded of it every 10 seconds. And she actually gets very upset whenever there's a, you know, someone brings it up or does a dumb meme about it. She does. She legitimately gets very upset. So I said to Rich, privately, I have this conversation with him. I'm like, so why would I want to make that a mainstream part of who I am in my content when I know not only is it not who I am anymore, but it hurts my wife? And you know how he responded? You should still do it anyway. I would do it. And then what did he proceed to do? I asked him. I said, could you stop using that face in your content? Because I find it personally painful when you do that. And he continues to do it to this day and doesn't care. He just
Tumblr. Cool.
thinks it's funny.
It's actually pure grain alcohol I keep in here. You guys don't realize. You think it's a Mountain Dew Kickstar. Oh, no.
So the thing is, maybe at one point I would have said, yeah, that makes sense. I'll go on Review Tech's show. All right. And by the way, like I said, he has made me an offer that I feel is kind of fair. I don't want to publicly disclose what it is yet. He very well might publicly disclose, you know, the term that he gave me is actually quite favorable, I feel. No, it's not money. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying, like, the way that he offered to do it actually sounded pretty fair. But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to give the guy any attention. I don't trust him. This guy on a regular basis already gets attention by watching my detractor videos. He literally did a fucking Christmas Eve special last year watching detractor videos of mine. Why would I ever want to give this guy anything? Right? Seriously. This guy is, and he doesn't understand somehow that that's hurtful, what he's doing, and the way he's behaving. And I've told him directly it is, and he doesn't listen. And he still fucking acts like that. So, oh, I'm all for it. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not, right? And that's that. Segment's over.